first of all, we need to talk about the different kinds of platforms for content because there's so many different platforms right now. So you might not even be aware of all of them. So we're going to start by breaking down the different kinds of platforms and what typically is found on those platforms. Hello, everyone. I'm Dawn. And in 2022, maybe you're looking at starting content creation, or even if you've been doing content creation for a little while, you might be wondering where you actually should be putting your content, what platforms you should be using. Let's take a look at what kinds of different content formats are there. So there's kind of three main types of platforms. You have platforms for video, platforms for audio, and platforms for like text formats. So typically you'll see video formats in things like live streams, whether that's on YouTube or Twitch. There's also some other live streaming services, but Twitch and YouTube are the biggest, most popular ones. And then in terms of video, you also have longer types of videos and short form videos. So again, longer videos you're going to see on like YouTube, for example, but the shorter form videos you're going to see in places like TikTok or potentially even Instagram. Instagram is usually more just images. The shorter form videos, even YouTube shorts and TikTok are kind of some of the most popular things there. Then for audio, you're looking at mostly podcasts. Podcasts have definitely over the last handful of years become very, very popular. There's a lot of places you can find podcasts. There's specific podcast like platforms, and even things like Spotify now have an entire section dedicated to podcasts. So that's also another route that you can go for content. And then the text format that you're looking at is like social media sites, Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, all of those. You typically see text, you'll see people writing things and responding in text formats. You also have articles and or blogs, blog posts, articles on websites. Those are a great way to share content, but in a text form. So now when you're looking at what kind of content do you want to do, this is this is what it all boils down to, right? This is the biggest factor for where you're going to put that content. So, a couple of things that I really would like people to think about when they're considering content that I wish I had looked at a little bit more, or knew a little bit more about was these main things. So, the first thing is, what time do you have available for the content? Do you have more time? Are you very limited in your time, let's say each week? Because the time factor that you're going to put into the content really has an impact on where you want to put that content and what kind of content you're going to end up doing. The next thing you want to look at is, what are your strengths? Are you very good on camera? That's a skill that you can learn and improve on. But are you very good at writing? Are you very good at just being entertaining in a quick, short video form type of format? What strengths do you have that you can start applying immediately to your content? And that can also kind of help direct where you might want to put your content. Then you want to look at what are the most common or popular formats that similar creators use. And this is where you're going to start analyzing and looking at your niche or what kind of content you're creating. Is it gaming related? Is it something related to food or fitness? And start to look at the platforms where you might have your strengths. Is it writing? Start looking at food or fitness blogs and seeing what types of things other creators in that field are doing with the same kind of thing. This is also going to go back to the time that you have available as well. If you are looking at what you want to do and you notice that it seems like a lot of the other creators, maybe they're using Twitch for gaming or YouTube and putting out gaming videos, but it doesn't feel like you're going to have enough time to actually do a live stream on Twitch. Well, maybe you can consider different options. Look and see if there's gaming related things on other platforms. Look and see what kinds of gaming related things are happening on YouTube and see if you can manage or figure out what kind of content then you're going to do based on your limited time. So, for example, let's say you only have 3 hours over a week that you can put towards creating some content. That might look like an hour of playing the game and recording in game footage, and then an hour of that taking and editing down some of that recording that you got. And then the last hour would be things like creating a thumbnail and titles and actually getting what you edited uploaded to YouTube. Maybe you don't have as much time and you can only fit in a little bit. You might want to look at something like YouTube Shorts or TikTok, even. But the hard part there is then looking at how does using those platforms fit for gaming. So you might want to tailor your content for trying to maximize that platform. So, for example, if you're doing something on TikTok, that's probably not the best place to actually show in game gameplay, but it can be a great place to do a quick video on a couple of tips for the game that you play, or doing something funny or entertaining related to gaming that you can do in a 1 or 2 minute span. If you have gotten anything out of this, definitely would be grateful for that thumbs up and the subscribe so that other people can get help too. And if you have any questions, again, let me know in those comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.